Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is, I believe, the second video, or actually third video that I've done from Pocono Raceway. I went twice last year and made two videos from Pocono. One was the July NASCAR weekend and the other was IndyCar Sunday. And today, as last year, I only went on Friday because I had other stuff I was doing, which will eventually be uploaded as well the rest of the weekend. So I was only there on Friday. Of course, this is June now, not the July weekend. But ARCA was there, Xfinity was there, Cup was there. There is footage of all three series this time because all three series decided to have activity on Friday. And I went last July. Cup and trucks, I believe, weren't doing anything. I believe it was only ARCA last time. No, actually, I take that back. Trucks were doing something. It was just Cup that wasn't doing anything last July. Although you could see the hauler parade on Friday night from the stands, so that was kind of cool. But anyway, focusing on this time, rain was threatening pretty much all day originally. Then it actually turned out to be a really hot and humid day, which is good anyway, because as long as there was activity. The only thing that got rained out was the first practice, which was supposed to be at like 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. And that was the only scheduled practice for ARCA, as all the other practices were Wednesday and Thursday, and I believe those are also just optional. They had scheduled qualifying at 2 p.m., which, because the practice was canceled, they basically made the qualifying session, which is the old style that NASCAR used to do with the single car runs. They changed that into a practice session, but the cars would be lined up how the speeds were basically in that practice session. So it's a practice session that determined starting order, is how they did it. And other than that, everything else ran on schedule and pretty smoothly. Got some autographs, as you will see at the end as well, from Kurt Busch, Chris Buescher, Daniel Hemric, and Gaulding. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And other than that, it was Cup practices, Xfinity practices, and the ARCA race. So thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy the video.
You already did. You were telling me earlier. I never knew exactly why the racetrack was designed so often, and I love it. But everything was designed after 3 different racetracks. That's pretty cool.
I mean, look at Mike said, that's our last name. And he started laughing. Oh, Tyler Reddick was there.
On the racetrack as time ticks away. This practice session that is scheduled to end at 12:25. We are already at 11:49 and the cars have not pulled onto the race.
Do you focus on qualifying? Do you focus on race trim? What do you do?
Well, it depends on the team, because like Alex Singh reported, a number of drivers going out in qualifying setups. driver log laps. Like I had mentioned at the top of the broadcast, he is in race trim. It's uncertain whether or not they'll make the switch to qualifying, but right now, Kevin is very happy with the new car.
They are hot. Unfortunately, that magic doesn't last very long, and I think both these teams realize that magic combination, and somebody else lands on it. And
it was pretty challenging, but he closed up on the race.
And finally, less than, it looks like less than.
Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, Denny Hamlin. They have like this team has.
That wraps it up for the practice session.
Chauffeur sponsoring his own car.
Unbelievable. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Look at three. In the world. Going out that trail. Look at three.
As long as you got a wristband, it should be good.
You got a 360 double X-up. We'll call this one viewer's choice if they want to do some tech tricks crew, if they want to go up in the air. Everybody loves their tricks like that. 360 tabletop. Tabletop some flat UV dinner off of it. Brian Fox with the youngest member of the team, Brian. He's going to be the guy who's trying to
let's see, or 3 tunies and 1 loony at the bar. See what I did there?
There you go.
goodness, he's up and over the top row, and I think we're triple.
For you Canadians.
Toma has support of a very well-known facility in the great state of New Jersey, like he did at Charlotte.
Car is set up for here in Pocono because
Pocono area here, ARCA cars, hot lap, mile race, 80 miles, 8 laps here, I was really enjoying being here at Pocono this weekend. Peter, you mentioned that you spoke to Nurse Buescher earlier today, and she really enjoys being at Pocono. She's having some pretty good thoughts out there right now.
I forget who drove that one.
Earl has quite a busy weekend because not only has he been preparing for, they had a gear got out, they went back to work, and here we are. The next team has a company work subject for brother Billy Gerhardt, longtime crew chief on that Raceway number 5 car.
The freaking red colored imprint. There's the guy with the Rutgers Chevrolet, Max Tolman.
Car number 54, Noah Grayson.
Up to 167.629 miles per hour. That's the fastest lap he's done. He showed 18th quickest.
Red, white,
Wayne
flag.
Perkins in car number 98.
Condition that goes back to 1983 with this group.
Well, Noah Grayson came well off the throttle as the practice session concluded. As the alongside the number 28 of Sheldon Creed. Third quickest to be the number 41 of 75.203 miles an hour. More than likely, Joe, a pretty good mark in the set.
And 171 practice session this morning. So
just making it, I believe, across the line. I'll have to double check. It was close. He is out there trying to cut a lap. Chase Elliott.
Eric Jones now released. Eric Jones will not transfer in. Well, that is Ricky Stenhouse getting another lap in. He actually improves to 23rd. A.J. Allmendinger takes 24th.
Qualified Kevin Harvick, 175.950 miles an hour for a fast, simple, and secure mortgage.
The second round coming up in just a few moments from Pocono Raceway. This is the Motor Racing Network.
Right now, it will not count. So there's just a couple of cars out there, Kyle Larson being one of them. Here comes Brad Keselowski right now. Joe, looks like there's only two cars, Brad and Kyle Larson. Brad in the first
attempt, but crosses the line and does not do any better. That's where he'll sit, and that's where he'll start on Sunday afternoon. So looks like that Austin Dillon may be safe. One more bullet coming at it though, and that is Kyle Larson working off turn 3 and headed back to the start-finish line. What has he got in this?
Kyle Larson will not do it. He will, well, check that. 13 quick. So close for Kyle Larson, but not close enough. Austin Dillon will advance.
Final go to the pole is now underway.
Joe's about to get busy out there. The speeds are going to pick up. They're going to get everything out of these cars they possibly can. For Richard Childress Racing now bringing that car off turn number 3 back to the line. Can he take it all the way?
Right, man, his numbers go up, and it's not going to be anywhere near the top of the list. It's going to be the slowest of those 12. Austin.
Our Grand Marshal, owner of Murray's Garage, Mike Murray.
That's when we bought the tickets for the
On behalf
truck
of
race.
General
Going to be a
Tire,
certain level.
drivers, start your engines.
Didn't win it.
It's ARCA Racing here at your Pocono Raceway.
27 minutes
Beth Boyer. Watch for the pace cars to pull in this time by. Look at that beautiful sun out there shining, glistening down on this field. It's ARCA Racing at Pocono. It's part of the prestige and the tradition. Here they come, ready to get the green flag. Everyone runs up side by side, some 3 wide. And again, the most important part of this race. Will they get through that first corner? So far, so good. Nice side-by-side racing going on out there. Shuffling up in a nice pack of cars off that first turn. Down the back straightaway. Noah Grayson has a great jump on the field as he heads to turn number 2. But there is some great dicing going on right behind him.
Grayson in the number 54, D pulls away, but side by side, bumper to bumper, as it goes to tunnel turn, accident off the tunnel turn.
And one car is backed into the wall right off the tunnel turn, heading into the short chute. And before a lap is even scored, we are under caution. And you can see there's another car in the pit, but that is a driver change. Already back in the
Tony Markovich bringing the number 11 down to the attention of his crew. It's like a possible right side flat tire on under damage. Team event going to warm-ups today. Coming out of turn number 3 to 11 swap. And this time will complete lap number 4. They come down.
And that was a quick cleanup. We only lost. That's the embarrassment point right now. And again, they fan out, but he gets himself in a nice position. Not so quick this time, though, side by side. But again, how he just pulls on that straightaway.
He does a long time straightaway. He pulls away. They're 3 wide, almost 4 wide behind him, going into the tunnel turn.
That's Cody Rohrbaugh in that black and green, number 7 on the inside of the tunnel turn. Easy does it, guys. That's a tricky spot on the track, but so far so good as that pack of cars makes it through.
Cody Rohrbaugh gunned it through on the inside, picked up 2 spots, and in the back row, very sloppy in the tunnel, got back 2 spots. Here's Grayson, the long turn, number 3, accelerating away.
We got teasers out there. What we got?
Yes, they were kind of psyching the other competitors out. A couple of cars dropping in.
No driver has run more times on this big track than him.
Will Rogers 52, getting attention again to that right front. They're tagging the wall very hard on turn number 3. Chase Elliott, who is competing in both the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series here this weekend, he was a winner here back in the June 2013 race. And Corey LaJoy triumphed in August of 2013.
By the way,
down the main straightaway, the pace car pulls away. We are getting set to go green. Back to 2 wide going into turn number 1.
I'll tell you, you've got to give a lot of credit to Sheldon Creed as he is just trying everything possible on these restarts. And now look at this, the 54 trying to shake his draft. He is up and down the back straightaway, and it's working for him. The number 41 car point leader, Zane Smith, trying to make some headway out there. He'll move into 3rd spot across the tunnel.
Zane Smith, the number 41 Dillon to the inside. He'll pick up 3rd. Down into the straightaway, long sweeping turn 3. Briggs again pulls away behind him. Some intense racing coming out of that 3rd turn.
11 again.
Almost the identical spot.
Here comes the top 5 cars. Racing,
first turn is first on the challenge.
Wow, check this out. 41 car slipping back a bit here.
Yes, indeed.
3 wide down the backstretch.
And will they stay 3 wide going into that tunnel turn? Here comes Brendan Poole. Zane Smith with a move inside, passes 2 cars.
And car number 18, Riley Hurst, looking like he may have been the benefactor on the whole deal out there. But you got to remember, the number 54 restarting back in 13th position. Keep an eye on that car. I expect him to be coming up through the pack in relatively short order.
They dice it out coming out of turn number 3 as they pound down the front straightaway.
And I'll tell you what, and of course, 54 is hovering back there, staying for right there. Man out. They're trying to hold their position. They go into turn number 1. It's still a side-by-side battle as they begin to prepare themselves for the Long Pond straightaway. And Riley Hurst is in some tight competition. The 54 car is off the pace. He is up on the high side of turn number 1, while down the back straightaway, the number 12 car moves into the lead.
Harrison Burton on the charge, and he indeed takes the lead heading for the tunnel turn. And the battle for second intensifies as well, as Noah Grayson way off the pace of the number 54, the driver who dominated early on. Now jumping back to spin on the tunnel turn.
And Zane Smith was bearing down there. The number 25, Brennan Poole, was coming on strong, and the caution comes back out as a car spinning Kristen Eckes into number 15.
Eckes on pit road after that spin down the back. No one else seemed to be collected. But Eckes has been running right into that top loop. Now comes the closer to the pit. We have a Buescher here at 55. What about Harrison Burton?
About Harrison Burton, indeed. That this had the afterburners kicked on prior to the caution coming out. He was going after Riley Hurst. That's not sure who had the shot at him, so under the caution, but he gets the lead. He is shown at the top of the scoring pylon as the number 1 car in line. Riley Hurst, then St. Smith, then Brennan Poole, and the 77 car. Joe Graff Jr. running back in 14th spot.
We are ready for that drag race down the main straightaway.
But it's listening down on the ARCA. Takes the lead down to turn number 1.
Brendan Poole is on the move as well in car number 25. He charges up in the second spot.
Oh, we got cars touching each other out there. That was the 23 and the 78. Max Tolman and Brett Holmes made a little bit of contact going into turn number 1.
But they were both going for a ride there, but they reined it back in.
Nice save.
Down the backstretch into the tunnel turn. Harrison Burton stretching that lead now. Brendan Poole with a burst of speed on that restart. He runs in second. He closes it in on Harrison Burton coming down the York straightaway into turn 3. Brendan Poole's on the move.
Wow, he is on the front. Girl, he is right there, zeroed in, and he is flying up a pass. It could happen down the front stretch here.
Poole on the charge. Closed it in comfortably on Harrison Burton.
Driving the generating motorsport.
Here's great.
I love the vegan burgers. Vegan strong.
Yo, Papa, I think I'm going to get those.
Starting to step up. They are side by side battling down the backstretch. This is for the race lead and possibly the win. There is still no give and take out there as they run in a two-abreast formation, and the 12 car slips back for second spot. Car number 28 on this restart and proceeding to pass off the tunnel turn. More trouble it looks like. Another caution to number 52 has spun off the second turn. Will Rogers brings out the yellow, but not before another lead change takes place. Man, there is a lot of damage on the right front quarter panel there. So Burt on Kenny Schrader's car. His driver Will Rogers from Maui. Driving Ford. Great qualifying on 168, 1039 miles per hour. Wow. A lot of damage there. If anything, that's going to be a very clean area of racetrack up there because they have been doing nothing but getting out there and sweeping off that second turn into the short chute. The track crews have been very busy, to say the least, in that section of the racetrack. This time by, 10 to go. Kicks are open. If there is indeed any takers, remember, the race leaders only made that one stop that fired to halfway. Once again, it's all about getting to turn number 1. We get down to turn number 1. Harrison Burton is in the lead. Good restart for Burton. Travis Brayton slips up to third spot, followed by Joe Graff Jr. and Brendan Poole picks up one position as everyone's side by side, but the race lead solid now in the hands of the number 12 of Harrison Burton. Once again, going over that tunnel turn, this has been a real thorn for a lot of these guys, as there has been spins and dings and all other kinds of cautions. It looks like everybody makes it through that time by, settling down and trying to get themselves in position. Any one of these guys up in the top 5, 6 or 7 are having a shot at winning this race here today. Redemption here for the 12, getting the lead back on the restart. position. The Hunters of North Carolina, Harrisonburg, has dominated after this final restart, and here he is. First win, here he comes, and Pocono. Taking a 4.451 second margin of victory. And about to serve up and how do you see the Hemric book?
Get Daddy to do that with the truck.
The victor, the General Tire hashtag anywhere responsible, 200, Harrisonburg. Second place is number 3 and responsible 41-year point leader, Dave Hemric. And that's what it's all about, getting in that circle here at Pocono Raceway. Harrisonburg, now 2 victories good in the ARCA Series. Short track and on the Super Speedway. Last year at Toledo, this afternoon here at Pocono Raceway. 4.51 second margin of victory. 20 cars running at the end of this race, where 30 took the green. And 18 cars were running on the lead lap. Harrisonburg, victorious here at Pocono Raceway. Well, race fans, he is getting ready to climb out from behind the wheel of that number 12 car. And there he is. How about a big round of applause? Your race winner here at Pocono this afternoon, Harrisonburg.
Hey guys, welcome back to the final segment. This is where I show off everything that I got. And this being the weekend of a NASCAR race, of course, there's a lot of stuff, as you can see here, including autograph stuff. There was a majority of the autographs I missed out on because it was 10 a.m. autographs. But the catch was you had to be there at 8 a.m. for your wristbands to get in, which I was definitely not going to do. I was not going to get there at 8 a.m. Because that would mean getting up probably around 6 a.m. or 6:30. So that was not going to happen. But anyway, I'm happy with what I got, and let's start off. Since I mentioned the autographs, let's start with stuff pertaining to that. Let's actually start. Okay. Let's actually start with this one, Hemric, because this was the first one that I got. This was basically just at the Chevy tent. Now I actually did have like a card, not like a hero card like this, but like a baseball card size card for NASCAR drivers, and I actually had a Hemric one. But for whatever reason, Tuesday night when I was filling up the red bag that I always do with stuff to potentially be autographed, for some reason I either skipped over or he wasn't on the entry list. But yeah, I didn't see Hemric for some reason, so I didn't bring the card, unfortunately. But I did happen to have him sign his hero card, so that's pretty cool. Most drivers do carry it around. The only one that I haven't seen have hero cards at an official autograph thing is Friesen last year, who I just got to sign the free Chevy cert from last year. Okay, so next we have the other autograph session that you needed wristbands for. This one I was actually able to go to because you get wristbands at like 11:30, and the autograph session was at 2. That featured Gaulding, Kurt Busch, and Chris Buescher. As you can see, here's Greg Gaulding's here. Clearly, this is from last year because BK Racing has absolutely no sponsors right now, although that does look pretty good right there. And there you go, stats and stuff. Next we have Kurt Busch. Of course, being at the Monster tent and a Monster driver of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. He signed it on the Monster side. However, there is this other side as well that has the Haas, and there's actually a signature on there already. But that isn't obviously a real signature, it's already printed on there. So now let's go to the one that fell on the floor. And as you can see, it's Kurt Buescher. He was actually very surprised when I told him that that he had basically no merchandise left at the tent or trailer or whatever, because I was looking for a diecast. Because like I said, for potential autograph stuff, I did not have a Buescher diecast, so I was looking for it, did not find any. But the one thing Buescher related that was there was this, which I did eventually have him to sign, so that's pretty cool. And this is the one Buescher related thing that they had available, and the display was the only one they had. And I doubt that they actually, I mean technically they did sell out, but I doubt they had that many to begin with, considering that I bought it at like 10 in the morning. So yeah, so obviously, as you can see, during autograph sessions they allow one personal item plus the hero card. So probably if I remembered to bring the Hemric card, probably could have gotten this plus that card. Now this is probably the coolest thing. Tried looking this up, I didn't really see anyone else that did this, but I'm glad that they do sign the 1/64 scales, or at least Kurt Busch does, because he's a nice guy. But yeah, I don't know what year it's from, 2015 or 2016. Still Sprint Cup on it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Got Kurt Busch to sign this. I just stained it with, I forget what it's called, but it's something that's supposed to, you know, keep the autograph from wearing off. As you can see, it kind of fogged up the windshields, but hey, it'll keep the autograph on there. It's pretty cool. And the thing is, like I said, I didn't find anyone else online that had drivers autographed 1/64 scale cars, so I was kind of nervous that, hey, maybe it's too small. But no, he did. It wasn't like a shock to him at all. I was handing him a small diecast to sign. He just did it. And obviously right now I'm using a very temporary stand from something that's from a Bill Elliott car from like 2001. Doesn't even fit until I get an actual case for this. This is my temporary case. So what next? Already went over all the autographs. You can probably see some of the stuff already. This is a sticker from when you first walk in. Normally these stickers would be put on coolers, but for whatever reason just handed one to me. I don't know why. They have a huge potato. I'm pretty sure I got at least one shot of it, but they have this huge potato truck there for Spuddy Buddy, I think it's called. And basically they were giving out pins for Idaho potatoes. So that's that. Now I don't know how this got soaking wet, but it is. But this is just, you know, a koozie from the Busch tent, which obviously my dad got because I would not be able to get one of these wet up there, because like I said, it's wet. Then along with that is the can. Just kept it because, you know, NASCAR related, Kevin Harvick. So good stuff. And because that was leaning against the hat, now the hat is wet. Good stuff. Don't think the bed's wet, but this corner of the hat's definitely wet. So I don't know if I showed this off last year. I probably did, but the reason why I say that is because General Tire was there again, the same exact things. The only thing is that they didn't have the classic version of the Petty car. They only had the updated 2016 version. But yeah, other than that, everything was the same. You spin a wheel, you get a hat. You take a survey, you get a hat. And yeah, and it's the same exact hat from last year, so not much to go over. And then, as I already mentioned last year, the Chevy tent had free shirt if you signed up, or whatever. I didn't do it, my dad did it. And this year it's actually different. So good thing that they didn't go the general tire way and use the same exact shirt. It's actually a different shirt from last year. And I'm saving the diecast for the end, because if you guys know anything about my channel, I do separate videos for diecast. So actually, you know, I will show you them in the boxes right here. You can see what they are, and you can watch the separate video when it comes out. And the final thing, unless you really want to see the Fanatics bag, final thing is also from the Busch tent. They're really giving stuff away today. Can't see and open it with one hand, but basically it's a poster. I will pause the video and open it, and then resume the video. Okay, so this is actually kind of cool. Even though it clearly, you know, has the car with Busch and the Busch beer on it, being that it came from a Busch tent, I was kind of expecting, you know, just more of a blatant advertisement. And like I said, although it has a Busch beer right on it, it's actually somewhat relevant to the race itself, which is pretty cool. It's not all about the product. It's actually a very decent poster, and it's specific to this upcoming Pocono race as well. And you know, you have your limited edition right there. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Like I said, I do separate videos for a diecast. That'll probably be the next video I release, so tune in for that. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to add is this is the ticket. Obviously, gotten for free, as I probably mentioned at the beginning of this video. Yeah, so this is the ticket. Yeah, so other than that, I guess that's the real end of the video. Thanks for watching.